Hello, this is Soulsborne Central, here for all your Soulsborne needs, and today we are going to be ranking the Sekiro Shadows Die Twice bosses from easiest to hardest. But now here's the thing, there are boss fights that I was recording them, and the file for the recording got corrupted, so for some of the boss fights, I don't have any footage, so I'm just gonna show other boss fights or just normal gameplay. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video. The easiest boss in all of Sekiro, Genichiro, Way of Tomoe. The reason why this dude is so easy isn't because he is like the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. He could actually pack a mean punch if he hits you. But you fought this dude 3 times throughout the game. So why would he hit you? And even if he does, it does not do much. But the Mortal Blade can hurt you, so you better watch out. But yeah, this dude, you are just too much for him. You are way too much for him. Like, he can't even handle how good you are at the game. So yeah, he's definitely easy. The easiest boss in this game. Not the easiest thing I've ever done, though. But still, he deserves to be the easiest boss in all of Sekiro. The second easiest boss, Folding Screen Monkeys, they don't even attack you. They have to get other animals to attack you. I mean, come on. That's kind of mean. And plus, those animals, if they hit you enough, you will die instantly, so be careful. But the point is that the monkeys, the reason why they're not easy is because I wasn't thinking about the difficulty of, dying, difficulty of surviving. On this one, no, the difficulty of the puzzle for a new player is just absurd. Like, it's not the hardest thing in the world, but wow, it took me 25 minutes to finish the boss fight. Not on this, but my first playthrough. Yeah, it took me a while to be able to do that. So that's why Genichiro, Way of Tomoe, is easier than the Folding Screen Monkeys, because technically the Folding Screen Monkeys are more of a threat to you. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're just like, they could technically kill you. Genichiro, Way of Tomoe could also technically kill you, but it's probably not gonna happen. So that's why they're the second easiest boss of the game. The third easiest boss is kind of controversial because some people don't think this dude's a boss, but I'm counting him because I think it's a boss. The snake is the third easiest boss. Do you want to know why? Because he's killed me before. Yep, he's killed me, and I'm sad. That's not the point. The point is that, he's just easy. Like, for a new player who doesn't know any stealth mechanics for any game, this actually could be a decent challenge, but not for anybody who's played the game more than a single time. So yeah, third easiest boss, without a doubt, and definitely surpassing Genichiro. The fourth easiest boss, the Divine Dragon. Now, he's just really, really easy, because, well, he barely does anything to fight you. Sure, he can pack a mean punch, but it's not like, he's gonna hit you. Except for the end part can really mess people up sometimes. He doesn't get enough respect for that end part. It's actually really, really difficult to dodge most of that stuff. But that's not the point. The point is that he's easy, not that he's a challenge. So yeah, definitely an easy fight, but definitely harder than the people below him, but definitely easier than the people above him. The next boss on our list, Gyubumasa Takaoniwa, he's really easy. Like, he's not that easy for a first timer, but once you've beaten this guy one time, he's a joke. First of all, I have that much health because this was a new game plus, attempting a no death run, and I failed miserably. That's not the point. The point is that, yeah, Gyobu, he's really easy. So what you gotta do, you gotta attack his horse and build his posture. You are probably gonna kill him by posture and doing a death blow, because if you deflect him properly, he's really, really easy. So yeah, 4th easiest boss in the game, but definitely not a pushover compared to the bosses below him. The next boss is Lady Butterfly. So the thing about Lady Butterfly is that, you know, she's really cheesable. You cheese her so hard, well, at least I cheese her so hard, that she becomes a joke. The second phase is way less of a joke, but still, it's still a really, really big, fat dookie of a joke. But still, first time I fought her, she was not that much of a joke. She must have ass blasted me to the idol at least 5 times before I claimed my victory on her. And that was when I avoided the Hirata estate until later on in my playthrough. So yeah, she's difficult for a first timer, but she's just a big pushover once you know how to fight her. And if you know how to just quick step to your right and then attack her once and repeat, that's all you have to do to win. And if you do that for the second phase, then I'm not joking, she will just continue not using her special attack. So yeah, pretty okay fight, but also kind of an easy fight. Number 11 is Emma the Gentle Blade. She's supposed to be a little thing before Ishinashina, but she's actually quite difficult. As you can see there, she took almost all of my health just by that, and I didn't even get a hit on her. So there's one thing that really makes her the 11th spot, and that is it's just she's really, really quick for this tiny arena. Her combos are really hard to, not really hard, her combos are decently difficult to deflect, and she's just, she's a really fun fight, and her tells are not, it's hard to tell what she's gonna do at what time, except for certain combos, but they're so different from her normal combos that they really don't count. And plus, the grab is just unreal in where it could hit you. So yeah, pretty easy fight, but not as easy as the ones below her. Next one is Genichiro Ashina. Now, you fight him at the same spot as Emma. He's slightly harder because he has more phases, and that's it. It's literally Emma, but easier, but it's more difficult because he has more phases. And really, it's only because of his second phase where he can trick you out with, he can either do a grab, no, not a grab, he can either do a sweep or a jab, which is why, it trips me up sometimes, but really, he's not really difficult. He's technically easier, but with the multiple phases, it makes him slightly harder. So yeah, number 10 was Genichiro Ashina, and he is kind of a pushover compared to the people above him. Okay, so number 9 is Headless Ape. He's technically Guardian Ape, but it's Headless Ape. You might be wondering, why is he so low on the list? Why is he so easy for you? And I'm like, why is he this hard for me? It's my question. You do way less damage to him than normal Guardian Ape. So why is he so difficult? You all know it's just because of the second phase when he gets his weird step brother, cousin, mother, sister, brother, whatever into the party. That's the only reason why it's difficult. And still, if you have firecrackers, this phase is a complete and utter joke. This is the second worst fight in the whole game. And trust me, there are some pretty bad stinkers in Sekiro for boss fights. That's not the point. This fight is easy. The only reason why he's difficult is because it's Guardian Ape's moveset ×2 in the second phase. So technically, 3 Guardian Apes you have to deal with. Like, I mean, come on. Number 8. Wait, is it number 8? Yeah, it's number 8. Number 8 is Corrupted Monk. Now, the reason why Corrupted Monk is so easy / difficult, this is where bosses get to medium difficulty, I'd say. But the reason why he is so medium difficulty is because you can either have a really bad time fighting him, or you can completely skip him. I'd recommend skipping him. It's not a good fight. The other fight is just not the original Corrupted Monk. The true Corrupted Monk is way better. But that's not the point. The point is that it's kind of medium, I'd say, if you fight him normally. But you can also cheese him so bad in 2 ways. Because one way you can cheese him is by you can just, use firecrackers. But if you bring 3 snap seeds and at least 7 fistfuls of ash, you can literally skip him if you know what you're doing. Which in my opinion is hilarious because I've done it more than once and it's totally worth it to skip this boss fight. If you like it, then that's alright, but in my opinion it's not too good. So yeah. But the rest of the fights, I'd say, are difficult and you could die at least like 3 times, and I'd still say, yeah, that's true, you could. So yeah. Number 7 is Guardian Ape. This dude is actually pretty difficult. The first phase is more difficult than the second phase, but I really like the second phase. This is my second favorite boss fight in the whole game. But it's really easy to die to. Thank God there's a resurrection system in this game. Without it, I don't think I would have been able to beat this game. But yeah. The Guardian Ape takes way less damage than the headless variety in the one that I ranked number 9. But I just gotta say, man, the death blow for this dude is like just awesome. And the second phase, oh my goodness, the second phase, it's just so jarring. Like, oh wow, he's up. Oh wow, okay. Bro, I get PTSD just by thinking about it sometimes. Like, oh my goodness, this dude is so good though. Like, I can't help it. I can't help to gush about him right now. Second favorite boss in the whole game, without a doubt. Used to be my favorite before I beat the game. But yeah, he is number 7. Number 6, True Corrupted Monk. He is easier than a normal Corrupted Monk. Actually, it's false Corrupted Monk, but True Corrupted Monk, you cannot kill instantly, and this fight's actually good, so props for FromSoft for making it for where you have to fight the good bosses, and accidentally making it for where you don't have to fight the bad bosses. Yeah, definitely a good boss, but this is for difficulty. And this dude is really... Okay, it used to be really easy for me. Like, I used to be able to beat it first try all the time. I don't know what happened. Now it takes me at least 3 attempts before I beat him, and it's really weird. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's because the lanky attacks I'm not used to anymore, because I'm used to finding all the bosses with the normal swords, about the length of my sword, not like 2 feet long, like not 2 feet, way more than 2 feet. Like, seriously, bro, this dude could shove his giant sword right way up my asshole over and over again, bro. He's so difficult. I'm not saying I want him to do that. I'm just saying he does it anyway. And wow, it's still a good fight, but it's difficult, like, definitely more difficult than the people below him, like, by a long shot. This is where the bosses actually get more difficult than average video game bosses. So yeah, definitely a difficult fight. Number 5, Great Shinobi Owl, or as I like to call him, Crackhead Santa. Because he's really fast, and he looks like a hobo Santa. So yeah, and he's also your dad, which, you know, isn't he technically Santa? And if you are gonna tell me right now, why did you just ruin the Christmas spirit? I'm gonna say, this video's not made for kids. I got Copa on my side. Well, that's not the point. The point is that this dude is lightning fast, and he has a big weapon. But he's lightning fast, but do you know what weapon works really well on him for some reason? The Mortal Blade. Yeah, the Mortal Blade works really well in this fight, even though he is really fast. But his long weapon, it tricks my eyes, and it makes me deflect early, so I do blocks instead of deflects. And what it does, it makes it for where, you know, my posture meter goes down, and then he does something for where I can't do anything, then he gets me for the insta-kill. But, yeah. He also uses things like anti-healing orbs, you know, anti-healing orbs to stop you from healing in a boss fight. He also uses shurikens, but some of those attacks are really easy to get him back with, so that's really something that's good for you. He also uses firecrackers, and there's this one attack that he uses with firecrackers that is an insta-kill, so you better watch out for that. And he also uses poison in the second phase, which it poisons you. The poison he uses, it poisons you so quickly that I get poisoned almost all the time. But yeah, this dude is disrespectful for using all those things. He even uses it while he's not in a fight. He uses it on Emma in one of the cutscenes, which, man, come on. You're trying to kill Emma? That's our job. I'm just kidding. That's super mean. I don't want to kill Emma. She is really nice, and she gives me my healing. There's this one attack where he can actually, if he steps on you, then he can actually do a death blow on you. So yeah, if you're out of posture, he can do a death blow on you, and he doesn't have any attacks that are unblockable, which you might think, that's a good thing. No, because Makiri counters and Goomba Stomps, also known as just drop kicks, but Goomba Stomps and Makiri counters do so much to an enemy's posture, it's actually bad that he doesn't have unblockables. He does have a grab, but you can step away from that, but that doesn't build his posture at all, so you know, it doesn't really help you. So yeah, good fight, really great fight actually, and he's also really difficult, which earns him number 5 spot. Number 4, Ishin Ashina. Now this is the fight after Emma, and the reason why Emma is so easy is because you have to fight this boy over and over and over again. So you pretty much master Emma by the time you kill Ishin Ashina. And he also has fire attacks, which hurt, like, they hurt a lot, and it also hurts my feelings when he hits me with them, because, you know, he just, it hurts. And it also, all of his fire attacks are unblockables, so you really have to watch out. For one of them, you have to go to a certain point in the arena, and you know, kind of hard to find it every single time. Or you can use a firecracker to make him not do it, but who does that? Like, seriously, that's kind of mean. But he also has 2 phases, which, trust me, if he had any more, he'd definitely be number 2. Like, actually, no, he'd be number 1 if he had 3 phases. But because he has 2, he's number 4. But his grab, it's like Emma's, but not only is it a little bit, but it's a little bit easier to get past. But I'm not joking, bro. It gets over half your health in New Game Plus with 19 vitality. 19 vitality, and it can do that to you. Like, wow, that is a lot of damage. So yeah, he is number 4. Oh, and by the way, unlike Owl, Great Shinobi Owl, if you try and use a Mortal Blade on him, I'm sorry, but you will not survive. So don't even try to use a Mortal Blade on him. It won't work. So yeah, he definitely deserves the number 4 spot. Number 3, Owl Father. Now this is the fight where I had 2 recordings for him. I died 1 time on purpose, and then I beat him. I died multiple times, but I eventually beat him. But those recordings, all of them got corrupted. Every single one of my Owl Father recordings got corrupted. So yeah, you're just gonna see this for this. Hopefully you don't mind. So the reason why Owl Father is really difficult is because not only does he have one-shot moves, but he also has really hard to read on blockables. Like his Mikiri counter, it's pretty easy to read, but it's really hard to execute. You can also Mikiri your thrusting attacks. He can Mikiri your thrusting attacks. It's like absolutely crazy what he can do to you. Like, it's absolutely insane. But not only that, he also has a sweeping attack that you can't Goomba Stomp him after with, which I think is actually pretty smart for, you know, a bad guy that is. You know? Like, he deserves some extra stuff, extra points for that, extra points in difficulty. 0.5 more points in difficulty. Now he's a 9.5. Okay, but now here's one thing that really just sets it for me. His second phase, he can teleport around, he can do all this stuff. He can even make his bird go on fire, and then he instantly does Mikiri afterwards, unless you stop him from doing that. So yeah, really difficult fight, but it couldn't top the next 2. Number 2, Ishin the Sword Saint. Now you're probably wondering, what? Ishin the Sword Saint is number 2? And any of you who've played this game and completed it, you know which boss I'm going to be saying next. But Ishin the Sword Saint, I realize is actually not, like, it's really difficult, but it is not insanely difficult. Like, here's the thing, I beat it on my when I first played the game, it took me like 5 tries to beat him. Next time I played, it took me like 3 tries. He's actually not that difficult. I mean, he is really difficult. You know what I'm trying to say. He's just not very difficult, unlike the next boss. But he could have had a possibility of being number 1 if, you know, his lightning didn't exist in the 3rd phase. If he just kept all of it and maybe added some fire attacks like the last Ishin did, then he'd probably be number 1. But here's the thing, I died to that last phase 1 time, which just proves that it's not difficult to overcome. But still, 3 phases, but the first phase is like, if he just had the first phase, he'd be in the middle. He'd be easier than Guardian Ape, but harder than like Yobu or something like that. But, you know, he's still kind of a little bit too easy for the final boss. That's a lie. He's actually really difficult. If I fought him with 11 strength, like 11 attack power and not more than 11 attack power, I would not have beaten him by now. I would not have beaten the game, because if I didn't know that the Dragon Mask existed, I would have not beaten the game. Because him at 11 attack power is absurdly difficult. Like, that's probably why people think he's the hardest boss, because not that many people know about the Dragon Mask. You know? Like, not that many people even know about the Dragon Mask, so they fight him at attack power 10, and then attack power 10 or 11, and get completely obliterated by him. Like, seriously, he gets completely annihilated. Not he, but he as in he or she, the player, gets absolutely destroyed by Ishin the Sword Saint. But his second phase is really difficult. It's the hardest. The second hardest second phase. Second hardest second phase. That sounds really weird to say. The second hardest second phase that I've ever played. Like, seriously, it is super difficult. But still not as hard as the other boss, so it reaches number 2. Number 1, Demon of Hatred. I hate this boss. A lot of people will get why I put Demon of Hatred as number 1, because it's a Bloodborne fight without Bloodborne mechanics. So instead of you going aggressive, no, you have to pick and choose your attacks while you're running around the arena like a madman. Like, seriously, what the heck? Even with 16 attack power, I wasn't even getting enough HP that I needed in order to beat the fight. I'm not joking, I have not beaten this fight yet. It is that difficult of an encounter that I just haven't beaten it yet. I know it's crazy. But seriously, this fight absolutely sucks. Like, it absolutely sucks. Like, I don't think you understand how much this fight sucks. Like, seriously. Let me get this out of my system. This fight sucked. It's so awful. Please, Lord Miyazaki Master, please do not let another fight like this enter any of your games again. Okay. Now let's talk about why this dude's so difficult. His fire attacks can cause major damage. Like, it takes more than half your HP for a single hit. And even its weaker attacks can get 1/3 of your HP clean off at 18 vitality. Like, seriously? Come on, man. That's not the only thing that makes this fight difficult. No. Do you know what would have made this fight way more easier? If you could attack him while he's transitioning between phases. That would have made this fight so much easier, and it definitely would have let him have the number 2 spot and not the number 1 spot that I'm having. But sometimes, bro, he gets me with some weird hitboxes. Like, seriously, what hit me? What hit me? What the fuck? Hey guys, sorry for the wait for this video, but it takes a while to edit stuff like this, so I hope you all enjoyed this video a lot, because I enjoyed making it. This was a blast to make, not so much to edit, but still, me knowing that, that at least one person would be able to watch it, just, I like that feeling. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all tomorrow. Wait, I almost forgot. I am practicing speedruns for Shadow of the Colossus, so if you guys want to see that, make sure you press the like button, and maybe the subscribe button. Anyway, it's not the point. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.